Hey guys, okay, here's a story I had. I tripped out in St Lucian, so there you go. And this is concerning my house I bought, a $30 million house. Fuck, can't even believe it. But here's a story of it. Now, I haven't seen my house since I bought it in St Lucian. For a month, there were people in there fixing it up, cleaning it up, making it look construction crew, uh, crews doing stuff, electricity, mending, polishing, sanding and scratching and whatever. Fix up crews in there fixing the house. So I'm waiting months. I go, when am I going to see this goddamn house I bought? So I went down to it. They built me a room down there for my brain. I go into it and it's really quiet, but I still haven't seen anything visually in my mind. I haven't seen. But I go down in the room and it's really quiet. I love it there. It's a special room. They put tiles on the walls and it keeps the noise. I guess souls in the spirit world, your soul, from according to what Tina says, is that the souls will hear each other talking all the time unless you can tune them out, or separate yourself from the person. And so it's harder to sleep. So take that into consideration. Um, anyway, so they got these tiles. You tile your house with the tiles, and it separates you from the noise of people talking, other souls talking. You can literally hear them. Well, I can when I go to bed at night here, as I hear them. I If I listen right now, put in my earplugs, I can hear them talking in my brain. And it's all Jesus Christ and Regent Priest and my kids. They fucking and other people come visit and everything like that. So that's my fucking problem. And it's all spiritual. I ain't fucking going nuts. I lost my soul skins and I adapted my brain to listen to the fucking spirits and with Jesus Christ and everything. And that's how I ended up the way I am. I got a whole playlist on it. You can watch them all if you want. Anyway, turns out in this room I've been sleeping for a couple weeks. So one day I'm down there and I'm sleeping. I wake up and priestess is there. She's hooked up to me in my fucking head. So I'm with the priestess. So I'm in this room with this girl, the priestess. I'm in a room with the priestess. And there's all these guys, painters, plaster people that put plaster on the walls, and they're all sitting around having lunch, drinking and eating and talking. And all of a sudden, there's a dog beside me, a dog, and it was black and white. This is cool. And I go, hey, I go, and I'm sort of awake in my brain, laying on my bed. I'm awake from a dream, and there's a dog, and I'm petting the dog. I'm like, hey boy, come on, come on, come on. Or it's a girl. It's a girl dog. And I love dogs. Love from my heart. And I pet the dog and I'm thinking, oh fuck. The dog is and it's black and white dog. I go, and I'd never seen this dog before. in the dreams or anything. And I realize this, and I go, and I look at the people against the wall, and they're all sitting there looking at me, and they're like painters and shit, construction workers having their lunch. And I go, you know what? That dog is a priestess. I said that out loud to them, to painter people. I go, that's the priestess. And they didn't answer me. I go, should I kill it? Should I stab it? Should I kill the dog? Because by me killing the dog, I've never done this, but I go, should I stab it and kill it? The dog? Because it's in my head, right? It's a spiritual connection. Okay, priestess is spiritually hooked up to me. In my mind, I see the dog. Dog represents the priestess because it's unconditional love for the dog. Priestess is in the room with the painters. The painters are looking at me and I'm playing with nothing. There's nothing there. They see nothing, but I'm actually playing with a dog. The priestess is against the wall with the painters. She's painting, fucking doing housework or whatever on the house with all these other people. And I go, should I stab the dog? And I'm petting it and I'm petting it. And I go, oh, fuck, it's the priestess. So that means she's hooked up into my head, right into my head. There's a thing in there, there's a place in there. They hook up to your soul and they see, and she experiences my life, plus cigarettes, alcohol, and everything else, sex, fucking all of it. All of it. You're fucked if you get that. You're fucked. You are fucked. Anyway, I go, should I stab the dog? And they go, they didn't say nothing. And I go, oh, I got, I didn't stab it. I started to wake up and I've seen the people against the wall. And I walk over and I look out the window because there's big, huge bay windows. And I look and I can see the ocean and palm trees. Oh, wow, that's pretty nice, man. And I woke up and I started talking to my Tina. And I go, fuck, Tina. The priestess looked at me. She showed up as a dog. She goes, what's the color of the dog? And I go, it's black and white. And she goes, that's Daniel Boone's dog. And I go, what? Yeah. She goes, you see, you're Daniel Boone. Remember? You're hooked up to the priestess where you found her dead, killed, murdered by them guys. I go, yeah. And she goes, that dog is Daniel Boone's dog. She's representing Daniel Boone's dog in the dream that you had. And I go, what about the people in the room? She goes, they're fixing your place. She's helping them fix your place up. And I go, holy fuck. She goes, they didn't actually see the dog. And I go, what do you see? She says, I saw all of it because I'm hooked up to Christ. You're in the manger. And I go, you see both perceptions? And she goes, yeah. I go, holy fuck, man. 200 years ago, she goes, she sees you as Daniel Boone. So she, in your mind, Daniel Boone's dog is there because she's treating you like Daniel Boone. You're treating yourself like Daniel Boone, representing Daniel Boone, and Daniel Boone has a dog, and the dog is actually the priestess, but in your mind, it's a dog for the love you're sharing. You never seen the priestess before, right? And I go, not really. And she goes, there you go. The only thing, your mind represents it as a dog, as a priestess, as a dog. And I go, I know that. I know that. That's why I wanted to kill it, but I didn't. Because I don't like it when the priestess, I mean, I fucking shot her with a shotgun because she opened that porthole and was ashing her cigarettes in my brain. Fuck. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Anyway, that explains the first sighting I had in my house. And I looked at the bay windows and I saw the ocean and the palm trees. I'm like, holy fuck. This is my, and I go, that was my house? She goes, yeah, Tina. I asked Tina, I go, that's my fucking house? She goes, yeah, it's on the beach. Holy fuck. It's- that was just one room. I only saw it for like a second and a half. She goes, yeah, well, that's what you saw. Anyway, more time passes. I end up in my house again. Boom. I'm in the house and I'm sitting on wooden stools. It's a sweat room with a fucking one of them bubbling pools they have, a sauna. There's a huge sauna, a huge sauna that people go in and you sit around and you sweat. And there's a sweat room. And I'm sitting in the sweat room, but I'm the only one in the sweat room. And I'm just sitting there where it's quiet thinking. And I'm looking at the pool and I'm looking at the bench. There's like three or four benches, wooden benches going up, making a rectangle around the pool. And guys, people sitting there with their towels on, and towels wrapped around their crotch so you don't see their gear. Anyway, I was fully dressed, and they're fixing my house still, and I was just sitting in that room, and I looked around, and I woke up and found out, yeah, that's what it was. It was a sauna, but a big ass sauna. I'm like, holy fuck, man, that's crazy. I saw that. The third time, another month later, was I saw my dad. My dad was coming to visit for Christmas visit. And this is about a week ago, December 10th or something. Anyway, they told me my dad's coming and I'm in the manger and hopefully Jesus is gonna try to bring you two together so you can meet and say, hey, what's up? You know, family reunion for Christmas. And I'm like, all right, sounds cool to me. Anyway, I go to sleep and this is what happened. I go to sleep and I'm looking at I wake up, but I'm still sleeping. I go into a dream, or it's not a dream, it's a visual of Jesus Christ, of me. I am actually in a room and it's all hard, dark wood walls with carpet on the sides and this huge room and there's animal heads on the walls. Animal, and I'm looking at a boar, a wild boar head, like stuffed head of a boar. And there's deers and elk heads and moose heads and fish, stuffed fish on the walls. And I'm like, the fuck is all this? What's with all the, and I remember the teeth on this boar, the head of a boar, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, the fucking teeth. I've never seen one in my life, in this life, but I'm looking at this boar head, a wild boar. And anyway, it's stuck on the wall. I turn around and I run over, and these people come in the room. And there's one guy, there's like grandmas and grandpas and other people, boys and girls and children and stuff, and they all come in the room and they go, Jesus Christ, Rich, this is a beautiful place. This is beautiful. I go, you see that goddamn pig on the wall with the teeth? Look at that thing. I was amazed by it. I can't believe the fucking teeth on this thing. And they go, yeah, man, that's amazing. And that's one guy. And then I'm looking at the other guy, and he's walking around looking, but he's young. He's young. He's like younger than me in the body. Well, he ain't. I'm seeing spirits, and all the kids are running around playing and everything. And I'm looking at him, and he stops. He turns his head and he looks at me, and he goes, "Hello, son." I went, "Holy fuck, Pete, my dad." I didn't say that out loud. I just, fuck, it's Pete. And my dad, from this life, my real dad in this life. And I see him, but he's younger. He's like 20. It's like a fucking 20-year-old. I'm like, and I didn't say nothing to him. I was like, holy fuck. And then I woke up in my bed here. I left that, I woke up and I'm still in Christ's manger. And I go, was that Pete? He goes, yeah. And all of a sudden, dad starts talking to me. I forgot what we talked about because I was freaking out. He goes, "It's a really nice place you got here, boy." And I'm like, "Holy fuck, are you kidding me? Dad, you fucking asshole. What are you doing? That's you? What are all those people?" And he goes, "We come to visit you, see your place, see the place you bought." And I'm like, "Holy fuck, for Christmas and all that." And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Holy shit." I can't see him. I don't see him anymore. But we're talking, he's talking, I'm talking, and Jesus is talking, my wife and kids are talking. And so finally, Dad sort of leaves. Grace shut me out from him. And I'm going, Tina. She goes, what? I never see Tina, but I can hear her constantly. And she goes, I go, what are all what's all the fucking heads on the wall for? The animal heads. She goes, we don't know. They were here when we bought the place. So whoever owned the place left them there. They look cool. You like them, so we're just leaving them there. And I'm like, cool, that's cool. I go, I didn't kill it. And she goes, no, you didn't kill him. And I go, good, that's good. Because I'm not a fucking really much of a killer. I don't, I wouldn't like hunting in this life. Fishing, I like, but I couldn't kill anything. I mean, I shoot targets and have fun, but I'm not into killing animals for the fuck of it. That's, to me, it's just bloodlust. You're feeding bloodlust, the energy. It's a whole different video. I made a video on it before, but fucking. So I'm not much of a hunter. When you just go to the fucking store and buy yourself a turkey, you don't gotta fucking run around in the woods and fucking kill them for fucking no fucking reason. Yeah, you eat it. That's just my way. I don't know. Anyway, to me, if you're hunting a deer and you're fucking gonna mount its head, then it's just an ego trip and bloodlust. You're after that fix of bloodlust. And it is bloodlust. I remember I was hunting in my backyard in Chatham with a BB gun, and I was trying to shoot a bird, and all of a sudden I felt bloodlust. I felt kill it for the sake of killing it, no other reason. And I felt bloodlust. So fuck it. I didn't shoot after that. Anyway, back to the video. Back to the scene. I asked her about that, and I go, "What's the room I was going to?" She goes, "It's a man cave room." She goes, where all the men sit and smoke fucking pipes and cigars and shit, and they all sit in there and talk politics, I guess. She said that's what it is. It's a man cave. She called it a man cave. I call it a fucking, we're rich people. Like, I bought a rich person's house, so I don't fucking know nothing about rich people. But yeah, I guess they go in a room with all these fancy chairs and they sit around and drink fucking bourbon and smoke cigars and talk shit. That's what the place is. That's what this is. And the room I was in was fucking huge. Then I sort of checked out. I went back and sort of like I just relaxed. And the next thing, boom, I'm still in Christ Major. I'm still talking to Tina about the fucking heads on the wall, and my dad's still walking around there somewhere, and I'm over top of the the man cave room or building. Now I'm seeing it's like a 3-story square, relatively square room building, and the rest of the building goes off to the side like this, and I'm over top of it, and I'm looking, and there's palm trees, and there's a road. There's a road that comes up to the house, and it's like a 2-lane fucking road. It pulls up where they drop people off at the main house, and then it swirls around, goes out to the road, and the fucking house is long, and it's fucking beautiful, man. And I go, is that the house? I asked, I go, is that the house I just saw? She goes, yeah, that's it. I've been in it. Our kids are in it. She goes, it's so fucking big. We got like fucking 30 bedrooms in it. It's huge. We don't even know what to do with it all. She goes, we're renting out the rooms, renting out like a hotel. People can stay there, and all your fucking friends are there, and they live there, just like vacation. They go on a fucking vacation to the beach in a resort, but it's selective. If you're a fucking normal person, you get a ticket, you can buy a ticket, and that ticket is good for whatever you pay for it, and you come there and you live for 2, 3 weeks, whatever, and fucking mellow out and just relax. That's she said that's what the room's about. That's what the whole place is about. And the money we make off that, we pay for the people that take care of the place. What are they called? People that take care of the lawn and garden, tree trimmers and tree bush people, bush cutter people, and staff, and that make the food. And I go, we got staff at this place? She goes, yeah, it's basically a fucking resort, a rich house resort. But the people we bring in are just your friends. They're not crazy people like fucking punk bar. They're people that can afford it and they pay, and we use the money from the sales of that to pay the staff. So anyway, that's it. And CBC, my twin, they call him my twin, CBC, and he runs sort of that. And I go, are my cars, my vehicles there? And she goes, yeah, they're in the garage. And I go, I never saw them. I want to see them. She said there's a couple of them, 3 or 4 that are in the garage for you to drive, but I haven't drove them yet. I haven't even seen them yet. And they're the ones I made here on the fucking computer. This computer I'm looking at right here, I made them. I created them. And they turned them into real vehicles. And they're at the house in St. Lucian. Fucking cool. And here I am in this fucking shithole. Listening to a fucking asshole's air conditioner. I just the economy, the duality of the two worlds, two fucking worlds blows me away. And my dad came by to see the place. He called me, "Hello, son," and he's younger than me. I was like, "Fuck me, man, it's blowing me away." So that's that. Yep. That's about it. That's all I've seen was over top of the house. It was all, and the house was made out of big rock, like almost megalithic rock, like the old banks they make, the old banks, the carved out rock marble type shit. It was that plus wood on the top. So the base of the house was big rock, like the foundation types, the end. The top part was wood, and it was fucking almost an acre long. This fucking house, surrounded by palm trees, fucking pools on the beach, and a big fucking road that comes in, well, driveway, big fucking driveway where people come in, get dropped off, and you drive out, sort of thing. It was like a fucking mansion here on Earth. It was crazy. So I can't wait to get there myself. If I can get the hell out of here. Anyway, that's waiting for me. So come visit me, buy a ticket, whatever. And that was all the money I earned from the illusion room. I created the illusion room where you shoot zombies and raiders and bad guys and stuff like that. And the money I made from that, I bought my soul, bought the house, the property in St. Lucian. And I had to give him my bank account. Now, before I made a video on this where I had to give my bank account. In a dream, they go, Rich, can you read these numbers? Yeah. And I did. I read the numbers. I had a little trouble with the last one. And they go, physically, they wanted me physically to read the numbers to access my bank account because I, Richard Physical, created the illusion room. So I, Richard, had to access my bank account. They needed me to read the fucking code, say it aloud, and I'm in the manger with Christ, but I had to go to my brain. So I woke up with this piece of paper and said, Richard, read these numbers. And I went, okay, 21864010000 or some fucking thing like that. And I couldn't get the last two. But anyway, I read the fucking numbers, but I was awake in my bed, laying there, just got out of a dream, and I'm in Christ's manger, and they made me read the bank account number. And she goes, "Oh, that's good enough." They accessed my bank account, took my money. My bank account, my fucking soul is my mind. I'm more or less one with it. But when I'm in Christ's manger, it makes me one person, not a fucking do, not ego world separated from the spirit world. I'm more or less fluctuating into one person all the time. Then I access it. They bought the fucking house, and that's that. That's how that worked. Insane illusion, spirit world. So when I die, I go up to the light. They tell me who, what, when, where, why, what's going on, what do I do, what the fuck? And if I want, down to St. Lucian into the house and all my cars and other good things I got waiting for me. Anyway, guys, that's that. So that'll give you some aspect of what the fuck. Just an experience I had, but you can relate it to your life and see if you get anything out of it. But that's how it works, pretty much. That's how it works. From the ego perception to the spirit world and how much your mind is separated from your soul. You gotta play with it. If you're with Jesus Christ, he can show you things. But doing it by yourself is a little bit harder because you don't know where you are. And even me, when I was in Suicide City, I'm in Suicide City and I wake up and I'm in Suicide City laying on my bed and these fucking people won't look at me. And I go, what the fuck's wrong with these people? Why won't they look at me? They're in shame. And I go, what do you mean shame? What? They're in shame. They're not allowed to look at anyone. And I go, why not? Because they committed suicide. You're in Suicide City. I go, I am. So you need Christ in order to organize where you're at in the spirit world. unless you, and then you start building on it. You can go where you want to go as you know more. And as my brain learns from each place I've been to, I can go back to it because I know now. You can just fucking return there because you know. You tell yourself, go Suicide City. You fly down there and you go. And that's the way it works. Plus, you go other new places that your soul knows of, but you don't fucking know in your brain. You don't know where to go. All the levels, 16 levels, St. Lucian and fucking from the earth level all the way up or fucking all the way down to Doom City and beyond. You know, you go down or up wherever you are. For me to get to fucking acclimate, it takes 3 fucking days to go from level 13 to fucking level 3 in St. Lucian. 3 fucking days. I gotta acclimate. So it's like a submarine going down. Your body has to fucking acclimate to the pressures going down from a light fucking being in the light down to St. Lucian. Roughly 3 days of acclimation. So once you're down there, stay down there for a while. That's what I learned because it's such a pain in the ass. 3 days down there to see Jesus Christ for a half an hour and 3 days fucking back up. Fuck off. Yeah, that's the way it works. Or you can have Christ come up to you and it's different. They have different ways of doing it. But when you got shit down to St. Lucian, you gotta choreograph it to where you gotta acclimate and stay there. Because you don't want to acclimate 3 days up, 3 days down, 3 days up, 3 days down. Fucking drive you nuts. And that's the way it is. So when you're on Earth in body, you're more or less down in the lower levels. Level 4, 3, 2, 1 on the Earth, or down lower if you're a scum sucking human, fucking murderer or fucking whatever you are. You're in the lower levels. And then it gets really dense. Anyway, guys, I go. It's a long enough video. But saw my dad and saw my house. Pretty cool stuff.